Hey guys, Riker221 here, and welcome to part 47 or 8 or something of Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And in this part, you may be wondering why we are on the Ebon Hawk, and well, we're gonna find out here in just a minute.
You never give up, do you? I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling.
She's interested in me.
What you think. You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force, and I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it.
I make her tremble.
What? No, of course not. Not like that, anyway. In many ways, you are dangerous. You could be the savior of the galaxy, or you could bring untold destruction upon us all. I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continue to walk the path of the light side. Very commendable. But I'm afraid you might stray from this path. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety. For it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this. But I will do my best to make you understand.
What are you trying to tell me?
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
You seem to know that temptation very well.
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
I couldn't see myself ever doing such things.
That is why the dark side is so insidious. If you are not careful, you do not even see each small step you take towards it until it's too late. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Do whatever is required, such as?
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Alright. And now, we're gonna leave the ship, and yep, that's a Gizka. That was whatever shipment was placed onto my ship, and I guess it was Dantooine. But those are the Gizka, and we will cover the Gizka later on. But where are we? What planet are we on? We are on Dantooine, and we're on Dantooine for this reason. Why is a Twi'lek walking towards us? It's been a very long time, dear. Aren't you Bastila, Helena's little girl? Yes, it is you. I can see it in the eyes. My, how you've grown.
Bastila, yes. I take it that you know my mother?
Oh yes, I worked for your father on an expedition years ago. Your mother showed me the hollows of you before. Whatever. Well, before you left. Such a pretty little girl you were.
Is there something I can do for you, miss? As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Don't be rude, Bastila. Oh, I don't mean to take up your time. I just wanted to ask you if your mother's condition has improved since I saw her. Oh, you don't know? Oh dear, I just thought. I assumed that she had found you. When I talked to her last, she was desperate to find you.
I've not seen my mother since I joined the Order. Do you know what's happened? Did you say anything about my father?
I'm sorry, dear, but your mother is very ill, so she told me. She didn't say anything about your father, however. I didn't see him.
I see. Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
I saw her on Dantooine, dear. She said she's been there for a while. Maybe she's still there?
Thank you for informing me. I really must be going now.
What's this all about?
It seems my mother's been looking for me. Strange. Should we get the opportunity, could we look for her on Dantooine?
Certainly, if you think it's important.
It's important enough that my mother was attempting to seek me out. Perhaps it has something to do with my father. Part of me would rather not see her at all. But if she's really sick, well, we shall see.
Alright, so a fun side quest on Dantooine has opened up, but Tatooine. So I will cut back to Tatooine right now. So upon returning to Tatooine, we have encountered this alien who said, "That human woman, I'm outraged at her arrogance. You, do all of your species place themselves on such annoying pedestals?" I'm sorry, what are you talking about? You should be sorry for sharing a species with that creature. I swear, Helena must be your word for pit rancer. Helena Bastila, isn't that your mother's name?
My mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
Well, apparently he has. Couldn't miss her if you tried. Alright, she's in the cantina. Is she still there? Probably. I don't think anyone else could top her attitude.
Try to find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
You're actually looking for her? You humans, you're all out of your minds. Alright. So, to the cantina. And it's right around the corner. No, Jolie. Down. Bad Jolie. Okay. And the cantina is right. Almost there. Almost there. Okay, we're at the cantina. Yeah, not much action in this episode, but the next episode should have some action going on. Some action. Alright, there's Helena.
Yeah? I'm sorry, do I know you? I'm here, Mother. Don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
What kind of greeting is that?
As well as I, communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where is Father?
And you haven't heard.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. It is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way?
My mother is long dead, if you must know.
Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Well, perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for great dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Dantooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a great dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me.
Don't you want to find your father's remains, Bastila?
What remains would there be? Great dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron, an ignoble end to a fine man.
What about your mother's sickness?
Doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
Well, such a good mother and daughter relationship. But okay, well, I don't think we can do any more in this part. So, in the next part, we will continue on our Dantooine quest. which we will start by getting the droid, one of the best characters and most entertaining characters in the game, in my opinion. But anyway, this is Greco221. If you like this part or any other part that I've posted, then hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and take care.